Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rachaha Kwadash. All right, man, that's what this world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. All right, first and foremost, I like to start this exhortation and lesson off by giving double honors to the elder apostles across the four corners of this earth who uphold, push, and teach this 100% truth day in and day out, continuing to prophesy the downfall of this place, Babylon the Great, aka America. Right, and we know that's 100% truth lies within Great Millstone under Elder Apostle Tahar and on down. Where I also had to give double honors to the elder of the Men of Israel camp, the Ak Kazak, who I also teach under out here in Greenville, South Carolina. Once again, the head of the Men of Israel camp. Where I also had to give a shout out to you, Akim, across the four corners of this earth, who also out here uphold, pushing, and teaching this 100% truth day in and day out, and still prophesying the downfall of this place, and making our call and election sure to the best of our abilities, man. So all of to say shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, it's the Ak Dabak coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah once again, with another just a quick exhortation and lesson, right? Going into, you know, understanding and seeing still what's going on, still continuing to be that watchman, knowing that the times that we're continuing to about to come into, it's not going to be easy, man. It's not going to be easy. It's a reason why you have in the scriptures it says the elect shall even be scarcely saved. You know, the elect will be scarcely saved. That means we're really going to come into some harsh times, right? And of course we want to have the faith. But right, the elder Kazak, shout out to the elder Kazak. Real quick, matter of fact, I'll give him an extra shout out. The elder says something beautiful. It's not, yes, it's a beautiful to have faith in Yahweh Shema Shah, but having the faith to endure through what's going to come is really what's need be. Because yes, we can have the faith, you know, behind a camera, behind a screen, or, you know, broadcasting that, but actually having the faith to go through it. We're going to come into some times where we haven't seen before. A lot is going to be going on at once. A lot. Matter of fact, bear with me 1 second. Baba Gashah, bear with me 1 second, Baba Gashah. Hold on. Call all Yahweh Shema Shah. This just came to my mind through the spirit. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, Big Khan, Thawadi How Bashim Shah. Thawadi How Bashim Shah for allowing me to find this precept real quick, man. Just came to my mind through the spirit. Right, but like I was saying, we're gonna come into some times, man, that we have not seen before. We're gonna come into some times that it's going to be a lot going on at once. Right, and we're going to be on the move. We're going to be having to move through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. We're going to become pilgrims of the earth, having to go to and fro. You know, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot that's going on, man. And whether you believe it or not, you're going to have to have the faith to move through those times. You're going to have to have the faith to move through, to actually endure, to actually go through the process. Right, and the elder was kind of, you know, speaking upon that last week, you know, and the elder made beautiful points upon that. The elder was 100% correct. We have to not only have the faith and our trust within Yahweh Shema Shah, absolutely, but being able to go through different tasks, do different. We're going to truly see measures of faith out here in these times, because it's going to be something left and right, front and back. You know what I'm saying? It's the book of Amos, real quick, chapter 5, where I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light." The day of Yahweh, when it says in that word woe in the beginning of verse 18, goes into destruction, death and destruction. Death and destruction to anybody who desires the day of the Lord, because the day of the Lord, like I said, is going to be darkness. The day of Yahweh B'Hashemel Shah is going to be a day of darkness, and it's not going to be light, meaning it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be nice. It's not gonna be hoorah, ha, no. It's gonna be ooh, ah. That's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Right, verse 19, it says, "As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him." Right, so listen already off the jump. It says, "As did a man flee from a lion." So, man, you running away. Woo. You running away from a lion, and you get away from a lion, and you think you got away from that. Then now you met with a bear. You run through this door. Now you met with a bear. Or I'm not even gonna say run through a door. I'm just say you get away from a lion, and next thing you know, you turn to your left, and now you got a bear looking at you in your face. You see what I'm saying? So you that's already showing you it's going to be something back to back to back to back to back in the times that we're going to come into, man. These are truly going to be times that are going to be hard to endure. It even says the elect shall be scarcely saved, man. The elect shall be scarcely saved. Let that ponder on that, man. The elect shall be scarcely saved. The elect are going to be saved, but the elect shall be scarcely saved. And this is why having the faith to actually go through the process and go through different trials and tribulations. Like, if you aren't going through things now, it's going to be tough in that day. It's going to be tough in those times. It is. And I'm not sitting right here just saying that I done been through everything. I'm not saying that at all. I've been through a couple of things, absolutely. I've been through some tough trials and tough tribulations, absolutely. But I'm not gonna sit right here and say I done been through the worstest. The worstest, that's crazy. But the worst circumstances, man. Like for instance of getting away from one thing, running into another thing. You know, it's gonna be things that we haven't seen before. The Lord gave me a glimpse of how it was gonna be. Or something, you know, not necessarily how it was going to be, but a glimpse of how it could, you know, how bad it could be. Because when those times came, it was bad, you know. But Jake kept his faith and kept his trust and went through the process. And I'm still here prophesying Yahweh B'Hashemel Shah. So that didn't ultimately do nothing but somewhat prepare me for the times to come. But I don't know what to expect. Because these are times we have not seen before. We're going to endure some things we have not seen before. Let me get back to verse 19, man. It says, "As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on a wall." Right? So you go into you got away from the lion. Boom. Oh, boom. You see a bear. Okay. You see a house. You run into the house. Boom. You got away from a lion and you got away from the bear. Now you leaning up against the wall. You trying to catch your breath. You like, whoo, I got away. Then next thing you know what? It says, "And leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him." A serpent bit him. So as soon as you think you got away, as soon as you think you went through 1, 2, 3, 4, something else is coming. Back to back to back to back to back. We have to have the faith. We have to have to get through that, man. That process. Actually being able to take steps and move forward through it. Because it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard in these times that we're about to come into, man. Esau is going to be coming down like madmen. Esau is going to be coming down like madmen, man. Sparing none. Sparing none. We're gonna have to move through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah to get through. That's why we have to constantly examine ourselves, man. That's why we constantly have to do that. That's why we constantly have to move, you know. We have to constantly move how we need to move to get through, man. We have to. We have to, man. These are not going to be times. These are not going to be easy times, man. At all. These are not going to be easy times. Right, so let me jump back to the book. Well, let me jump while I was sitting. I had it, but I grabbed the other one. Let me jump back to the book of Matthew, 24 verse 9. It says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake." Right, so you see what's going on already. Then shall you be delivered up. You see, so that means you got people coming to get you. It's gonna be like bounty hunters. We're gonna have bounties on us. Hey, you remember? I remember a while ago. It was a movie, and it was like, if you see these people, and they just put it out to the world. Your face is all over different screens, all over the world, all over different cities. If you see these people, bring them in, turn them in. We got a reward for you. So that means we're getting delivered up. We're getting afflicted. It says, "And shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all the nations for my name's sake." Absolutely. The ones who are pushing this 100% truth out here on the highways and byways will be hated. We're going to potentially have bounties on us in these latter times that we're going to come into. These are the different trials and the different processes that we're going to have to go through and keep the faith. But we have to get the faith to endure it all, man. We have to. Verse 10, it says, "And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another." Right, so the ones who you think are closest to you. It says they shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. See what I'm saying? The ones you closest to, your family. Your family, they gonna be, they can put something to your family. Hey, ain't none of y'all eating until y'all give us y'all family member. You think your family ain't gonna give you up? You think your friends ain't gonna give you up? Man, they gonna want to eat. They gonna want to drink. They gonna want something. They gonna in that time, when those times come, this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna be honest. It was like a dream that I had a little while ago. I was betrayed by my own mother. You know? At that moment in time, I didn't understand it. You know, a little while ago when I had that dream, but I had that dream. But now that I understand and I see, you know, that veil is taken off my eyes, I understand. This is what the scriptures is talking about. In those times, the ones who it was my own mother. And to be honest, it was my mother and my father. My father was trying to look for me, and my mama was the one who actually found me and gave me up. You know, hey, that was just a dream that I had years ago. You know, but see, these are the things that I'm saying. We don't know what we're going to come into in these latter times. The Lord could actually have that come to pass. Absolutely. I'm not putting that past. That could actually happen. Just for anybody out here, that could actually happen. You know? But having that faith to actually go through it. Having that faith during it. You have some brothers out here who haven't been through anything. We in that time we're gonna tell who's gonna stand, who's gonna last. But you have to have it, because we're gonna come into times and endure different things that we have not endured before, man. These are gonna be times that no man has seen before. No man has seen before. You know? I'm gonna read verse 10 again and keep going on down. It says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. The ones that can make it through it all. The ones that can make it through the lion. The ones that can make it through the bear. And the ones that can make it through the serpent. Verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. The same shall be saved, man. And that's what we want. We want to be saved. We want to be saved. We're doing these works to be the hopeful elect, to be saved, to be redeemed. To be redeemed. But we have to go through our trials. We have to go through our tribulations. We have to go through our walk now to build our faith. If you're not even building your faith now, what would make you think you're going? Come on, man. We got to go through different trials and through different tribulations now, and through, you know what I'm saying, to even possibly withstand the processes and whatever later on. You know? I'm gonna get this let me grab this last one. I'm not gonna carry it too long, but I'm gonna end it on this one right here, man. It's the book of James. It's the book of James, chapter 1, right, verse 12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Right? We even gonna have temptation in that time. You know, brothers are tempted by a lot of different things. Brothers are tempted by a lot of different things. The main one being women. You have women in those times to deceive you. We have to be able to control that lust. We have to be able to control it and resent that. And understand and be like, you know, and be strong enough and stable enough to walk away. Nah, I'm cool. And get on through. Especially in those times. But blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. For when he is tried, how is he going to get tried? Enduring through it all. What did I just read? How you going to have to endure through your people trying to give you up? Endure through, you know, your all the different trials and tribulations, and for examples, like how I brought up the lion, bear, and snake, enduring through all of that. Those are different. When I say the lion, bear, and serpent, I'm just using that as a reference of different trials and tribulations. That's how I'm using it, right? But enduring through all of those things, that's how we're being tried. We're gonna be tried. We're gonna be tried as gold is tried. We're going to be tried as gold. I believe that's in the book of Ecclesiastes. Matter of fact, I'll grab that in a second. Let me get this one and I'll go grab that one. It says, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. The ones who love Yahweh Shema Shai and truly prophesying and moving accordingly. Hey, shall receive that crown of life. Let me see if I can. I believe it's Ecclesiastes 2. Let me see. I believe it is. Hold on. Bear with me 1 second, Baba Gashah. Let me get that. Gotta again, tried as gold is tried. I believe it is. Is it? Yeah, it's right here. I'm tripping. As soon as I started reading, yeah. The book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 2, right, verse 5, it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? And that's how we're going to get tried. We're going to get tried. We're going to get put through the fire. We're going to get put through the flames. We're going to get put through the fire and the flames. I'm going to make I got another exhortation, a lesson that came to me through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shad. I'm going to go into, but I think I'm going to do something different with that. But that's neither here nor there. But, for as gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. That's how it's going to be. We're going to have to go through that fire. We're going to have to go through the furnace of adversity. We're going to go through a lot of these things. But having the faith to endure through it all is what we need to be able to actually endure it. To be able to actually be able to walk within it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's what we need. That's the point. That's what's going to carry us. Being able to actually move through it all. Not just having what some would say base faith, but actually having faith. Having faith. You know? But yeah, man. Abba Yahweh Shemel Shai. I pray that this exhortation and lesson was edifying, that the point was made through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. But with that, man, I'm going to end it once again by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto none other than Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Shalom, 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 man.